If you're a coach or service provider over 40, you already know the value of your work. The key is making sure that you can bring in that consistent stream of clients. Well, today I'm sharing proven client acquisition strategies that will help you to grow your business with ease. I'll walk you through what really works when it comes to getting clients who are excited and ready to work with you. If you're new to my channel, hello, I'm Jamila Payne, CEO of the Daily Success Routine Coaching Company. I would like to invite you to subscribe and throw a like on this video so that you don't miss any of the business strategies that I'm going to be sharing. All right, let's jump in. So the first strategy that you can use to acquire clients is leveraging your personal network. This is a big one because it's really about the low hanging fruit. Remember, if you're already getting clients, you've already had the experience of knowing that you can get great results for the people that you're working with, then it's really about, how can I magnify what I'm doing and be able to reach more people? So I want to invite you to leverage your personal network. Now, the way that you might do this is by sending an email, reaching out to your personal network where you let them know, hey, because there's a lot of people that you maybe haven't talked to in a while, right? So you can send them a message saying, hey, just excited to catch up with you, want to let you know, what I'm doing now. I have this business, coaching or service-based business where, let's say I'm providing wellness coaching service or I'm providing bookkeeping services and I'm helping people to get XYZ type of results. If you know anyone that is looking for these type of services, would you, be kind enough to make a connection, make an introduction, right? I'm trying to expand my network and find new people. And I'll tell you what I'll do for you. In the link below this video, I'll actually put together for you some client getting scripts so that you don't struggle with exactly what to say. I'll share with you some of my favorite client getting scripts that you can use to do these outreach. Okay, so you can grab that below this video. So leveraging your personal network, these are the people that already know, like, and trust you. So it's a super easy no-brainer for them to make an introduction to more people that you can help. You can also reach out to your personal network on LinkedIn. That's another way to connect with them and be able to make them aware of what you're up to now, let them know more about your business, and again, ask for introductions, right? People usually don't mind making introduction. Okay, the next strategy that you can leverage is attending local networking events. This is something that I think people don't think about as much these days. For some of us, especially me, hey, guilty as charged, right? I'm spending a lot of time online over the last couple of years, but there's nothing that beats like getting out in person and being able to connect with people in an in-person way. I have gotten several clients by attending local networking events, meeting them, having a conversation, but the key is not the conversation. The key is in the follow-up, right? So you don't want to just meet people, have a great conversation, find out that there's a synergy and that you can help them, but then don't follow up. Okay, so this is where people really miss big in this method and this specific strategy is that they're not following up with the people that they reach out to. Okay, so don't let that be you. So you want to make sure that you follow up with the people that you meet at a networking event, and I advise you to do that within 24 hours. Okay, that follow up needs to happen right away. I mean, if you're really late, 48 hours, but that's about it. Okay, so you got to be quick about it, and so that they don't forget you, they remember the conversation that you had, and ideally you want to invite them to a call. Get them on a call where you can take the connection further and then make the offer to work with you, right? Tell them more about your services, make the offer to work with you. All right, strategy number 3 is speaking opportunities. This one has been huge in my business. I have spoken at conferences and events, and you can absolutely do this too. So one of the things that I'm constantly doing is I'm, scouring the web for call for speakers, right? So that's something that I'll look for. Is there a call for speakers that are out? Some of these speaking events are paid, some of them are free. The key is that you're doing those speaking events to communities that fit your ideal customer. Same thing with the networking events, right? It's not about going to any networking event. You want to go to the networking events where your ideal people already are. Okay, so when you're thinking about speaking engagements, you want to think about, let's say, for example, if you focus on, single moms, what are the mom events that you can attend that would allow you to get in front of your ideal customers? What are the mom speaking engagements or conferences that are coming up that will allow you to get in front of your ideal customer? The key when it comes to speaking engagements is making sure that you're collecting people's information at the speaking engagement, and then again, follow up with them or invite them to a call, make that invitation to work with you. So doing the speaking engagement in and of itself is not enough. You actually need to collect people's contact information and invite them to work with you. One of the ways that I like to do this when I'm speaking at a conference or an event is I would either make some kind of special offer from the stage. And this can happen even when you're doing virtual talks. I've totally done this virtually where I have given away what I like to call a client candy. That's some kind of free guide or downloadable one-page PDF. Keep it simple. Don't go do some fancy like 50-page ebook, right? Simple one-page downloadable guide, PDF, or something that helps a person to take the next action based on whatever your talk is about. So to give you a prime example, I just did a talk to an entrepreneurship community about pricing, and then I offered them my pricing calculator as something that they could opt into. So that's how you start to move people. Everything's about taking people through a sales process, and I'll make a whole nother video on creating a sales process, but you want to make sure that you move people through a sales process. So speaking just isn't enough. You got to collect their contact information and follow up with them. All right. The fourth strategy that you can use is being able to post content on social media and use call to actions in your social media that either get people into DM conversations with you or invite them to book calls. So again, I want you to see the running theme through this. Like some people, you might be doing some of these marketing strategies, but the question is, are you following through? Are you getting them into conversation with you so that you can actually close the sale? I want you to write this down. This is one of the things that I always tell my clients. Clients come from conversations. If you want to create more clients, then I want you to start having more conversations with people on a weekly basis. It doesn't matter if you're having them en masse, like on social media, or if you're having them one-on-one, you need more client conversations. Okay, strategy number 5 is to build a community. This is a big one. This has worked great in my business and also for my clients. So several years ago when they were really popular, I set up a Facebook community. I was constantly funneling people into that Facebook community, and I was hosting weekly workshops inside of that Facebook community, making the invitation for people to, book calls with me or get into conversation with me, and then they would ultimately become clients that way. I don't actually recommend Facebook groups right now, but you might look at establishing some other type of community, like School, for example, is a platform that has become popular. And so you might, and I'll make sure to link to that below. School is a resource that has become popular. And so that might be a type of community that you establish. And remember this, community means closed door, meaning people need to be invited to be in, they need to be accepted to be in. Your Instagram following or your LinkedIn following is not a community, okay? Community is closed door. People have to be invited to be in. But the great thing about community is you can create this two-way conversation. You can see what the person looks like. They can see what you look like. You can talk back and forth with each other, right? So it's a really great way to connect with potential clients. And again, invite them to work with you, okay? Can you see that running theme? You got to make those invitations to work with you. All right. Strategy number 6 is, and this is one of my favorites, which is reconnecting with past clients. You're already great at what you do. Don't forget about the people that you have worked with. Like, let's make some outreaches to people that already worked with you, that liked your work, that had a great experience of working with you. And you can either invite them to work with you again, or you can ask them for a referral. Hey, is there somebody else that they know that they wouldn't mind sharing information, connecting you, making an introduction? They don't have to do all the talking on your behalf. They could just make the introduction to say, hey, this is a person that I worked with. I really loved her services. I think you should have a conversation with her, right? They could just make that simple introduction. So leverage past clients. I can't tell you how many years in my business I have been very fortunate, because a significant portion of the business that I was bringing in wasn't just from new clients, but it was from clients that were renewing, right? So don't leave money on the table by not re-engaging past clients or inviting your current clients to renew and continue working with you over time. All right, 2 more to go and then we're done. Strategy number 7 is strategic partnerships. This is also a great one, because if you have a small audience in your business, basically you haven't built up an audience yet, then leveraging other people's audiences is a great way to get clients. So the way that this works is you might make an offer to someone to do a free workshop for their community or for their clients. And in that workshop, you can make the offer for people to work with you or to book calls with you, however you want to funnel them through your sales process. You might hook up the person whose community it is by giving them, a referral fee or a commission for giving you access to their people. But if you don't have an audience already yourself, this is a great way for you to build potential clients by getting in front of other people's audiences and doing strategic partnerships. You also might want to look at, are there some organizations or associations that are aligned to your niche that they may be able to refer people to you as well, right? So can you develop a partnership with a larger organization or association who doesn't provide the services that you provide, and they would love to have a person like you on their team, right? Or in their, vendor list that they could refer their members to. All right, last but certainly not least is emailing your list, okay? If you have been building a list over time in your business, then this list, I'm telling you, is a gold mine that you may not be leveraging in your business. Over the years of working with, so many women entrepreneurs, I have heard over and over again, women who have email lists that they've built in their businesses, but they're just not reaching out to them, or they're reaching out to them very infrequently, once a month, once every couple of months, right? So your people aren't hearing from you on a regular basis. They forget, who is this person that I even subscribe to? Why am I on this list? Why am I getting these emails? That's because they're not hearing from you frequently enough. Okay, so I want to invite you to make sure that you are emailing your list at the very least once a week. Sending an email message once a week where you're adding value to your ideal clients and then also making an offer, right? So again, this running theme, you got to make the offers, right? Making an offer, telling them about your services, making the invitation to get on a call with you or reach out to you, or whatever the next logical step is for your business. All right. So just to recap, the strategies that we talked about to be able to acquire clients in your business are leveraging your personal network, going to local networking events in your city, speaking opportunities is another big one, content on social media with call to actions on your posts, building a community so that you're having those back and forth conversations and you can make those invitations to work with you, reconnecting with past clients or asking current clients to renew, creating strategic partnerships, and also emailing your list. Listen, as a woman over 40, you have what it takes to do this. I want you to know the next phase of your growth is about implementing these specific strategies that are going to allow you to take your client roster to the next level. Now, I want you to choose 1 or 2 of these strategies that you're going to implement in the next 7 days, okay? Just 1 or 2. It's very difficult to roll out all these things at once if you're not doing them yet, but I want you to just decide on 1 or 2 that you're going to implement in the next 7 days. Now, if you got a lot of value out of this video, then I want to encourage you to like and subscribe so that you never miss any of the content that I am putting out that is going to help you to grow your business. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.